Hi everyone. So I promised a video on YouTube from a Facebook post that I made today. There was a post that I saw earlier this morning from the Queen Code, which by the way is an amazing book that everyone should read. And what it said was, don't confuse seasons with cycles. Seasons change with time, cycles change when you do. Because sometimes we feel like people tell you, oh, just give it time. Like if you're going through something that's maybe a little rough, and they're like, oh, just give it time, it'll get better. Sometimes not. Example would be maybe someone going through a bad breakup. Sometimes time really does heal all wounds, but sometimes what can happen is you keep running into things that remind you of your ex, like over and over again, and just keep like re-triggering and re-bringing up the trauma or the bad emotions that happen in the relationship. It can turn into like a repeating cycle where you date the same person over and over again in different bodies and deal with the same kind of like problem again. Like either maybe you keep attracting alcoholics, you keep attracting people who cheat, people who are abusers, that kind of a thing. It can be something that may only change when you change. So let's talk about how to make that change. There is no shame in where you are right now, no matter where it is, like whether you feel like you are where you're supposed to be for how long you've lived on the planet or not, because we don't all start from the same place. It's not really realistic to expect everyone to reach the same destination by the same time. So there's that. A lot of the work that I've done in my life has been about breaking cycles, about transformation, dying to something that no longer serves you, and calling in something new. And it can be, we use the law of attraction as a tool, but also there's more than that. It's deeper than that. I'll want to tell you about something that happened the other day, actually yesterday. Because I kind of broke a cycle in one day. I'm noticing that if you look at some of my older YouTube videos versus this one, like I'm actually able to hold eye contact with the camera, which I wasn't like, I think I was more intimidated by talking on video in my previous ones than today. And so I'll tell you the story. I was talking to one of my colleagues in real estate, and I noticed while I was talking to this guy that I was talking like I was walking on eggshells, like I'm afraid of him. And it didn't make sense to me because it was someone that I've known for a long time. Like there's no reason to be afraid of him. So I mentioned it in passing. I was like, I don't know why I'm still intimidated by you. And he said, well, are you intimidated by clients? Are you intimidated by other people? And I was like, thought about it for a second. I was like, damn, yes. Like I'm intimidated by everybody. So he said to Google what to do, or like, why am I intimidated by others? And I did that, and I looked up some various things and kind of changed my mental beliefs. One of the beliefs that I had was like that I'm always like the less than in a situation between two people, that I'm always like the one down, and have to like be at the other person's mercy as to whether they want to give me what I want or not. So it can be a shift of a mental attitude. So when you're looking to break out of a cycle, you really have to first know that it's possible. If you grew up in a town where everyone like grew up, got married, and had really bad marriages and stayed together like miserably ever after. And some of us did grow up in situations where it's like that. And then you just think that that's just how it is. Like you grow up, you get married, you hate each other for the rest of your lives, and everyone's miserable, and that's just how it's supposed to be. So, but what if you met someone from the next town over where everyone like really learns the skills of how to thrive in a relationship, and they have really good like loving marriages that people stay together forever because they want to and not because they are just stuck together. And then what if you met that person and they tell you about it, like, hey, like this is like, that's not how marriages are, like you actually grow in love with your partner. Well, you get that new piece of information, you can do one of two things. You can reject it. You can say, no, like that's impossible. Like my mother had a bad marriage, my auntie had a bad marriage. Like it's like all marriages are bad. I've never seen a good one. Like you might think that yours is good, but it's going to get jacked up later. You just like, let me tell you how it is. Or you get that new piece of information. You can get curious. You can say, huh, like, so tell me, what's that like? Like, how does it work? Ask questions on the new belief. You can update your mental files if you want to. Mental file updating is always a consensual affair, and they say it's easier to build strong children than to fix broken men, and it's easier to update mental files in children, and that's why we do all of our education at a young age, but it can still be done no matter how old you are. It just takes a fair amount of effort. It takes like really concerted effort. I would say to really change a belief or change a karmic situation, you will want to like probably put some concerted effort into it. I would take like 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening, really doing some strong meditation on the new belief or the new manifestation, whatever you want to attract, like really thinking deeply on like what that would feel like, what that would really be like, getting in the vibration of it, or saying affirmations, praying, any of those things. But if you don't have that much time, use the time you have. You can do a fair amount in 5 minutes. You can, but I'm not going to say that you can change your life in 5 minutes a day, but you can make a good start. But it does take real effort. Definitely want to pray until something happens. So that is kind of what I have for you today. I would try this. Maybe write down something that you are wanting to make a change, and give yourself an assignment to really manifest that new belief. Like maybe you will write down like 5 affirmations and say them every day, morning and evening, when you get up, when you go to bed. Just say those to yourself, and do it for like at least like 2 to 3 weeks and see what happens. It really, really, really is possible to change the way that your life is going, and to change whether your mind really serves you or is working against you. It really, really is possible. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your Friday and your weekend. Thank you. Bye.